let some people come in. I got to help a coworker real quick. Let my truck cool off. I'll be right with y'all. Don't go nowhere, please. Y'all give me just 1 second. I'm trying to help a coworker. He locked his keys in his truck. Let my truck cool down. Try to let a couple people get in here. Y'all just give me. Alright, I'm with y'all now. Sorry about that wait. Sorry about the position of this too. I don't have nowhere to post up. Give me 1 second though. Not sure who's there. Who's that? Miss Bly, watching from the Philippines. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a great day. Hope you're looking forward to the raffle tonight. I sure am. It's only the second one I've been able to have. Hopefully of many more. And hopefully they'll progressively get to be more and more once I do finally get monetized for YouTube. That's the goal anyhow. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I ain't gonna lie, I almost forgot that it was tonight. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad a couple people reminded me. So thank y'all. I appreciate it. Y'all wish me a safe travel to the house. This is the last time I'll be coming I-95 north for a little while. Starting a new job in Jacksonville Monday. Gonna be staying in the motel through the week, sacrificing time from my family, but it's all for the future. That's the intention anyhow. One of y'all let me know how's in the comments, please. Make sure it's not crazy. Make sure y'all can hear me. If not, but if y'all can hear me, thank y'all for tuning in. I wish each and every one of y'all could be a winner tonight. Unfortunately, we can only have one winner. I don't believe in everybody's a winner. Yes, I'm clear. Thank you, Blythe. I appreciate it. Maybe after the stream, I'd like to talk to you about maybe becoming a moderator. if you're interested. Just because you're an OG, you've been here from the very beginning, and you really don't miss, much. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for dedicating your time and watching my videos. To all of y'all that have. Another thing, I did finally cross 500 subscribers today. A little over 3 months ago, I started posting content. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I just pressed record, and it's been working out ever since. I've set 3 goals so far. My first raffle for July 4th, I had a goal to hit 50 subscribers. I know it don't sound like a lot to some, but at the time I think I had 21 subscribers, and I blew it out the water. I couldn't have done it without y'all. I appreciate y'all. So once I blew that one out the water, I set another goal that I didn't think I would be able to hit. I try to aim high. Not only did I hit that goal, but I blew it out the water. So my third and final goal, I set up and over the top, and I believe it can be done, but my goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers by the beginning of 2024, by the end of this year. And at the rate it's going, I believe it'll be close, but I have faith that it'll happen, just because y'all keep blowing my mind, really. Thank y'all. So let's talk about this raffle tonight a little bit. I'm not sure how long I'm going to do this live. Kind of just shooting from the hip, if you understand. I made notes. My one note was today at 8 p.m. to raffle. So that's my one note. I've got to do a count on how many people is actually in the raffle tonight. I don't believe it is many. A lot of my new subscribers, they've come from my shorts, and they haven't really interacted and checked out my community tab, so they haven't seen it. If you fall into this category, don't let it get you down. As I said, I plan on trying to do quarterly raffles, and once I get monetized and start getting little checks in, I plan on investing them back through my raffles and what have you. And I'm hoping I can get some merch designed. Maybe it isn't going to be a lot, and it isn't going to be expensive, as that's not my goal or my intentions. But I do think it would be a nice option to have for anyone that may want to help. Maybe. Let's see. Things in the making. I want to apologize in advance for all the notifications I know all y'all get from me and at early times in the morning. Right now, I'm kind of in a quantity before quality, just trying to experiment with different styles and templates and seeing what works for the algorithm and what works for y'all. And if you want to support me, the best way to support me is to like every video, watch it till the end. Sorry, Nicole Wood, thank you. I appreciate that. That's the kind of stuff that makes my heart warm. Thank you. And just a little something I want to try for this raffle. Right now, if you're in the live watching and you're in the raffle tonight, comment double down, like this stream, and share it, and you'll have 2 chances. I'll enter your name twice tonight in the raffle. Seeing as how there's not a lot of people in the live, I'll repeat it again, if a few more people come in. But let's try that. And that's just basically for y'all giving me y'all's time and tuning in. I want to reward y'all. And yeah, man, like the whole reason I started YouTube and wanted to start a YouTube, it isn't for the money really. It isn't for the fame. I could care less about all that. And the type of work I do, I spend a lot of time with my family. Not only do I work 10-hour days, but right now I'm driving an hour and a half one way to work, to make good money. I do make good money. But I drive an hour and a half one way. When we get to Jacksonville, we're going to be staying in a motel for the week. So I'm going to start on my schooling for my certification test, for the journeyman's test. But I'm going to use that time for editing. I'm going to use that dead time for my schooling. But back to what I was saying, the reason I started the YouTube is, for one day when I'm dead and gone, and all that time I've sacrificed away from my family, I'd like for them to be able, say they forget the sound of my voice or forget my mannerisms or anything, so that one day that they can come back and it's documented. They can hear me laugh, they can see, who their dad was when he wasn't at home, when he was, working for a future for them. That was my reasoning behind it. Also, I love to show what works for me. If you haven't noticed yet, I'm very passionate about electrical work. I love what I do. The reason I love it is because there's so much to learn. Codes are constantly changing. There's just so much to learn, and I love learning. I'm a firm believer. Knowledge is power. No matter what happens, besides maybe a health disease or something, the more you learn in life, the more you can further yourself, your future, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm having a hard time finding the words for it, but knowledge is power. The more you learn, you can take down the road, you can make more money, you can have a better future. Maybe a health condition could rob you from that, but that's something. It can't take away your knowledge, and it can't take away your birthday. That's something I preach. I also preach on my channels. Y'all probably get tired of hearing it, but take pride in everything you touch. And this isn't just for electricians. This can be for restaurant workers, for a dishwasher, for anything. No matter what you're doing, take pride in it. Make it the best of your ability, even when people are not watching. If you do that, over time it becomes habit. And over time, it takes less effort and becomes more of repetitiveness and habit. And it just, everything you do just, turns out great, basically, is what I'm trying to say, I suppose. But, yeah, if you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer to the best of my abilities, as I am driving on 95 on the interstate, and it's starting to sprinkle a little bit, so I am going to have to watch the road or so. But yeah, don't forget, if you're in tonight's drawing, for 2 chances to win, to double your odds, comment, double down, like this stream, and share it, please. Once I see you've done those 3 things, as soon as I get home and start preparations for the raffle, I'll enter your name twice. Just a little something I want to try. Nicole Wood, you got it. Like I say, just like and share, but you're in there. I don't really know. Again, thank y'all for all the support. I couldn't have imagined not only growing this much in 3 months, but I can't imagine. Obviously, I've had negative comments and I've had people trolling my content, but I understand it comes with the territory. So I don't let that affect me, regardless of your intentions or your opinion. I do appreciate everybody's opinion. I am not a master electrician, although I do feel as though I'm a damn good one, and I stand on that with 10 toes. So far, I'm not a great teacher. I don't know it all. I just try to show the way I was taught and the way and what works for me and by code. And if anybody has, let's see, if anybody has any advice on certain tasks I'm doing, if you see something that you may have been taught an easier way or a more efficient way, by all means, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear, how you were taught, but that's what it's about, I learn every day. I love learning. Let me try to think. Thank y'all for putting up my country ass accent. I catch a lot of hell for that. I'm sorry, I can't help it. It's just part of it. I'm from Southeast Georgia. I'm born in Jacksonville, Florida. Moved here though. A little bit about me, backstory. And talk about the raffles over. I'm fixing to go into a little bit about myself. If you don't care to know, I understand. I appreciate your time thus far. But if you do care to know a little bit about me, stick around. It might amaze you, really. So, I'm from Southeast Georgia. Lived here pretty much my whole life. I'm 33 years old. I've got 2 kids and a wife. Sorry, ladies, but I am married. I'm just joking. 2 kids and a wife. Been married twice. Living the American dream, I guess you would say. For my most education, I graduated high school. I've been battling addiction for the most part of my life. I've been doing really good with it and had it under wraps for about 5 years now. But I am an addict at this point in my life. I'm in recovery, but I do still struggle with it daily. So that's just a little something a lot of people don't know about me. Y'all should know the real me if y'all are investing your time and watching and supporting me. Then y'all should know me. So that's my vice. That's the most bad thing about me. I've been in trouble with the law. I'm not perfect by no means. I'm human. Knock on wood, I haven't been in trouble in a good while. Honestly, since about the time I got sober, drugs was a lot of the problem with my trouble with the law. But at the end of the day, it was my bad, poor decisions that got me in trouble. I'm not going to use drugs as a crutch, but that's just the fact of it. Yeah, that's me. When I graduated high school, I started doing electrical work. My stepdad grinded in my head, pick a trade and stick with it, or either go to school to further my education. I picked a trade, although at the time I was young, I didn't stick with it. I should have. I'd have been a superintendent by now. But I've done a fair amount of small, odd jobs, enough to learn that my passion is in electrical work. And that's something I could see myself waking up every day, for the next 60 years if so, and being happy to go to work. And now I'm finding even more happiness and passion in creating content off of what I do for you guys and gals. So thank y'all. Let me think anything else. This new job, I just finished it up. I think it's finally set in on me that this is the last time I'm gonna make this trip this way on 95. But it's all about my future, my family's future. So as long as they can be strong enough without me, I can be strong enough to sacrifice my week to make better money. You know, this other job is with the same company I'm with, but because it's further away in nautical miles, I'll be getting per diem because we're going and staying in a motel and out of state. I'm getting an extra $4 on the hour. So, you know, that's going to put me right at $30 an hour regular time and a little over 40 for time and a half. You know, for a 30-year-old, 33-year-old with only a high school education to be at that pay scale, you know, and you'd have to know me personally, but it's possible. Anybody can do it. You just have to be motivated. You have to take pride in your work, and you have to be confident, and don't be scared to, you know, get outside of your comfort zone as much as you can. It's going to make you a worker. It's going to make you better as an individual. It's going to help you in so many more areas than you recognize or can fathom. Get out of your comfort zone as much as you can. Every opportunity you have to learn something new, do that. Learn it. I don't know. I've about run out of things to talk about. Side note, I'm doing really good on subscribers so far. The problem's coming with the watch hours, so I'm going to cut back on some shorts, try to double down on my long form content, try to get it to a more schedule. I'm fixing to cut this stream and let it go right here. I'll see y'all again in a few hours for the raffle. Make sure you tune in. Thank y'all. Have a great day. I'll see y'all again shortly.